Today we're just moving through a really simple, gentle flow. We'll begin standing at the top of the mat. Go ahead and bring the hands together at the center of the heart. And with the palms connected, gently close the eyes, bow the eyes down toward the tips of the fingers. And together take a deep breath in through the nose. And open the mouth. And very gently close the lips over the teeth and start to move the breath along the back of the throat. Just really gently establishing the foundation of the breath that'll carry you through your practice today. On the inhale, blinking the eyes open, circle the arms to the sky, deep breath as you rise. And as you exhale, forward fold, dive down over the thighs, emptying the body out of breath. On the inhale, glance out halfway, draw the heart forward and out, expansive across the chest. And then forward fold as you exhale, melt back in over the thighs, let the head hang heavy. On the inhale, glance out halfway, long through the sides of the waist. As you exhale, fold back in, melt back over the thighs, let the arms hang. On the inhale, sweep the arms out, rise high, maybe the palms connect overhead. As you exhale, hands to the heart, bring it back into center where it counts, back to the middle line. On the inhale, circle the arms to the sky, deep breath as you rise, just a couple half salutations. Exhale, forward fold, dive down and get empty of breath. On the inhale, glance out halfway, draw the chest forward and out. Exhale as you forward fold, melt back in. On the inhale, sweep the arms out, rise high, maybe the palms touch overhead. As you exhale, hands to the heart, bring it back into center. Beautiful, one last full cycle like this. Listening to the breath, inhale, circle the arms. Exhale, forward fold, dive down, nice and low. Inhale, glance out halfway, spread the collarbones across the chest. Forward fold as you exhale, melt back in. On the inhale, sweep the arms out, rise high, maybe gaze softly up. Exhale, hands back to the heart, back to center, really where it counts. So nice, you guys. On the inhale, circle the arms to the sky, deep breath as you rise and lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold, dive back down, melt in half. On the inhale, glance out halfway, and then as you exhale, fold back in and very gently step the right toes to the back of the mat, and then lower the right knee down behind the right hip so there's a gentle sense of stretch across the top of the right thigh. Use the fingertips, draw the heart forward, get really long through the sides of the waist, and then on the inhale, circle the arms to the sky just into a low lunge as you reach the arms up and over the head. And then sense that you're lifting the low belly up and in. There's some space between your pelvis and the top of your thigh as your arms extend high. Take a deep inhale, reach through the fingertips. As you exhale, both hands come down to the mat, tuck the back right toes, and really gently step back, downward facing dog. As you step to down dog, ground into the hands, root the heels down toward the mat, and with the fingers spreading wide, see if you can, from here, spread the collarbones wide across the chest. On the inhale, lift the right leg to the sky, lifting the heel about the height of the hip. As you exhale, step the right foot forward, very gently lower the left knee down behind the left hip. Drawing the chest forward and out, inhale, circle the arms to the sky, deep breath as you lift through the heart, and then sense, as the shoulders stack over the hips, could you gently rotate the outer arms forward to the top of the mat? Take a deep inhale, reach through the tips of the fingers. As you exhale, both hands come down to the mat. Tuck the back left toes, lift the left knee, and very softly step to the front of the mat to fold in half. On the inhale, glance out halfway, draw the shoulders down the back. As you exhale, forward fold and melt back in. Really sweet today, you guys. Inhale, sweep the arms out, rise high, just taking care of yourself with this flow today. Hands to the heart as you exhale, just really gently connecting to breath. One more time, inhale, circle the arms to the sky, deep breath as you rise. Exhale, forward fold, dive down low, melt in half. Inhale, glance out halfway, long through the sides of the waist. As you exhale, fold back in and gently step the left toes to the back of the mat. Lower the left knee down behind the left hip, and on the inhale, circle the arms to the sky, lift the chest, just one breath this time. Exhale, both hands come down to the mat, tuck the back left toes, and step back to downward facing dog. Sit bones lifting, head heavy to the floor, lift the left leg on your inhale, drive the heel back. Exhale, step the left foot forward, lower the right knee down. Inhale, circle the arms to the sky. Deep breath, sweet breath into the center of the chest. Exhale, both hands come down to the mat. Tuck the back right toes, step forward to gently fold in half. On the inhale, glance out halfway. And then exhale, fold back in. Go ahead and heel toe the feet about the distance of the hips. And with the feet about the distance of the hips, grasp opposite elbows, and you might even give the knees a soft micro bend. And with the head heavy and the breath deep, you might sway a little side to side. You might bounce a little. And it's really personal. The eyes might close, making sure that the jaw is soft, making sure that there's a little bit of space between the teeth, that the tongue is resting softly in the mouth, and you're really connecting with the sound your breath makes. Take one last inhale here. Gently release the hands down to the mat, and on the inhale, glance out halfway with the feet the distance of the hips. As you exhale, fold back forward over the thighs. On the inhale, bend the knees, drop the hips into a wide leg chair pose, circle the arms to the sky. Knees pointing ahead, thighs descending just to your own amount. Take an inhale here. Then as you exhale, press and rise to standing, spin the palms down, arms come down by the sides. Good, and just 3 more times like this. Inhale, chair pose. Sit down, hips draw back, arms sweep up. Exhale, spin the palms down, press and rise to standing. Really nice breath. 2 more like that. Inhale, rebend the knees, send the arms above. Exhale, straighten, press the palms down, rise and lift the chest. Last time. Inhale, chair pose, knees bend, hips draw back. Exhale, press and rise to standing, palms come down. Very gently, step the left foot to the back of the mat. First warrior as you bend into the right knee. So just gently skipping the vinyasa today. So taking care of ourselves, letting it be just a really nice, simple flow. As you draw the right hip toward the back right corner of the mat, seal down through the outside edge of the left foot, firming the left inner thigh. As the left thigh presses back, the outer left hip rolls forward toward the top of the mat. With the chest pointing straight ahead, take another deep inhale, reach through the tips of the fingers, open up second warrior, spread the arms out wide, right arm forward, left arm back. Beautiful, you guys. And just very gently gazing out over the right middle finger, sensing that you're not in a back bend, that the front ribs draw down toward the mat just a little bit as the back ribs lift up, tall through the back. So pretty, you guys. Palms pressing down, gaze gently ahead. On the inhale, straighten the front right leg, reach the arms up toward the sky, interlace the fingers overhead, press the palms up, press through the heel of the hand. As you exhale, rebend and descend, back down second warrior, spread the arms out wide. 2 more like that. Inhale, straighten the right leg, reach the arms up, interlace and press. Exhale as you rebend, press the arms out wide, rebend and descend. Last time, inhale, right leg straightens, fingers interlace as the heel of the hand extends. Exhale, rebend, separate the arms, pause in second warrior. Spin the right palm to the sky without changing the right knee. Inhale, reverse it, right arm sweeps up and overhead. And then just really sweetly extending the right fingertips back, sending breath into the right side waist. And giving yourself a moment just to breathe space across the entire right side of the body as you reach back. On the inhale, back to second warrior, spread the arms out. As you exhale, right forearm to the right thigh, left arm up and then over the head. Extend the fingertips toward the front of the room. As you do that, just wrap the chest open by spiraling the left shoulder back, wrapping the right ribs underneath. These are beautiful, you guys. And we're just gonna flow here 3 times. Inhale to reverse warrior. Right arm sweeps up and overhead, linking breath to movement just like a dance. Exhale, right forearm, right thigh, left arm extends up and overhead. So pretty, 2 to go. Inhale, reverse it, following the breath. Right arm sweeps as you reach. Exhale, right forearm comes down, left arm extends overhead. Inhale, reverse your warrior, sweep the right arm back, right knee still bent. Exhale, right forearm, right thigh, left arm up and overhead. On the inhale, come back to second warrior. Spread the arms out, pause here, and then just straighten your front right leg. Pivot your right toes to mirror your left, both toes pointing toward the left side of the space. Take a big inhale, lean back, open up, spread wide across the chest. Exhale, forward fold between the thighs. Beautiful. Let the hands release down toward the mat. And then just let the head be heavy. And taking a couple of moments here, really simply to listen to the sound of the breath. Allow the sit bones to stack over the heels so you're not sitting too far back. And as you firm the thighs, let the low belly draw up and in. Just a few good rounds of breath across the backs of the legs, giving yourself a moment to literally get the head below the heart. And with the head below the heart, we have the opportunity to really empty out any thoughts that are not in service of this time, giving us the opportunity again just to invite the breath to be the thing we're most focused on as we take this time on our mat. On the inhale, rise to the fingertips, draw the heart out, feel space across the sides of the waist. Float the hands to the hips as you exhale, press and rise to standing as you inhale. Beautiful. Then spread the arms out wide, palms facing down toward the mat. Keeping the arms lifted, just pivot the right toes forward to face the top of your mat. Take a deep inhale at the top, and as you exhale, triangle pose. Reach the right arm forward. Feel a deepening into the crease of the right hip. Stack the shoulders. So nice, you guys. As you find triangle pose, take a deep inhale at the top. As you reach through the left fingertips, exhale, left arm down in front of the face. Big circle here. Inhale, arm to the sky. 3 to go. Exhale, arm comes forward and down. Inhale, reach it up high. Last 2. Exhale, big circle, lubricating that joint. Inhale, rise. Last time. Exhale, big circle with the arm. Inhale, pause at the top. Take a deep breath in. Look down as you exhale. Rebend your right knee back to second warrior as you sit down. Inhale, reverse it. Right arm circles up and over the head. As you exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat. Step to upper push-up and pause in plank pose. As you set yourself up in upper push-up, it's really the first time that we've been here the entire practice, and this is a gentle practice. So you make the determination for yourself. Does it make sense to put the knees down, or is it nice for a moment to pause here with a little bit of strength? Take one more big inhale, plank pose. As you exhale, lower slow all the way down onto the mat. Release the body to the floor, release the tops of the feet to the mat, run the arms down by the sides, and then interlace the hands at the low back. Squeeze the palms together, but keep a little tiny bend in your elbows so you don't move the arms past straight. And then just the chest. Inhale, lift the heart, roll the shoulders down the back, drag the knuckles toward the heels, but notice the back of your neck is long, little tuck of your chin. Exhale, lower the heart, lower the chest to the mat. Beautiful, just 2 more like that. Inhale, heart rises, shoulders draw back, collarbones spread wide as you reach the heart ahead. Exhale, heart, chest, and chin, lower slow to the mat. Really nice, 1 more time. Inhale, heart rises, the tops of the feet press down as the toes reach back. Exhale, heart, chest, and chin, lower slow to the mat. Release the hands by the low ribs as the elbows hug in. On your exhale, very gently tuck the toes. Low cobra, inhale, lift the heart, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, heart, chest, and chin to the mat. Press back, downward facing dog. As the sit bones lift, you could use the knees. You could pause. Give yourself a second, and anytime you need it, you can take a rest. If you felt like you needed child's pose is always there to support you in your practice. Anytime you need it, you can put the knees down, the forehead can come to the mat, and you can take a couple of breaths. But if it feels right, as the hands ground, the sit bones arc up toward the sky, the heels press low, take a big inhale to stretch back. As you exhale in your own time, gaze forward, lightly step the feet up to the top of the mat. As you reach the top of the mat, inhale, glance out halfway. Exhale, forward fold in half. Heel toe the feet away from each other about the distance of the hips. Reach down with the first two fingers, hook the big toes, glance out halfway on an inhale, draw the chest out, and then as you exhale, flare the elbows, drop the head, and start to draw the heart toward the thighs. And absolutely, you could keep just a tiny micro bend in the knees as you traction the chest toward the thighs, and you can still have a really beautiful sensation of stretch even in that shape. Let the head be heavy as the shoulders draw down the back. Take one more deep inhale here, and then very gently release the toes. As you release the toes, take an inhale, glance out halfway. Exhale, forward fold back in. On the inhale, bend the knees, drop the hips back to a wide leg chair pose, circle the arms to the sky. Tailbone dropping, heart lifted, gaze at the horizon. Then same thing, press and rise to standing, spin the palms down, drop the arms back by the sides. 3 to go. Inhale, bend the knees, sit the hips back, just a little chair flow. Exhale, press and rise to standing, arms come back down by the sides. Nice breath, you guys. Inhale, sit the hips back, reach the arms high. Exhale, press and rise to standing, just a little fluid motion. Last time, inhale, hips back, arms sweep high. Exhale, press and rise to standing. Pause at the top, feel your feet grounded, and then very gently just step your right foot to the back of the mat, setting up for first warrior on the left side. Right toes point gently forward as the left hip draws back. Outer right hip this time pivoting toward the top of the mat. Right ribs, right shoulders spinning forward toward the front of the room. Take a deep inhale, first warrior. These are beautiful, you guys. Open out, second warrior. Spread the arms out wide. And just a soft shift of the feet. Left toes pointing forward, left knee pointing straight ahead. Both arms lifted the same height as the chest gently expands. And then very gently on the inhale, straighten the left leg, reach the arms overhead, interlace the fingers once again, press the heel of the hand to the sky, deep stretch. Exhale, second warrior, release, press the arms out, sit back down deep. 2 more like that. Inhale, left leg straightens, fingers interlace as the palms press up overhead. Exhale, re-bend, sit down deep, strong arms as you re-descend. Inhale, send the arms up, interlace, press the heel of the hand. Exhale, rebend back to second warrior. Sit down and pause. Feel the strength in the left thigh as it roots parallel to the mat. And gently spin the left palm to the sky. Reverse it on an inhale. Left arm up and overhead. And really the only time that you're going to hold it today, the only time you're going to hold it in this practice, see if you can really feed the left lung some sweet, good doses of breath as the left arm extends back. Take one more big inhale to reach. Back through second warrior as you exhale, then left arm to the left thigh, right arm up and overhead as you extend. And as the right fingertips reach, maybe you gaze underneath the right arm toward the ceiling above if that's okay on your neck. Otherwise, straight ahead or straight down is great. Then just a little flow here, 3 times. Inhale, reverse it. Left arm sweeps up and overhead. Left thigh stays the same. Exhale, left forearm comes down. Right arm sweeps up and overhead. Inhale, reverse it. Left arm extends. Exhale, left forearm, left thigh. Right arm overhead. Inhale, full reverse warrior breath, leading the way the whole time. Exhale, modified side angle, left forearm down, right arm reaches. On the inhale, reverse it, draw the left arm up and back. And then very gently back through second warrior, spread the arms out, pause, straighten the front left leg. Pivot the left toes to mirror the right, both toes pointing the same direction. Release the hands behind the back, interlace the fingers, squeeze the palms to connect. Take an inhale, lift the sternum, drag the knuckles down. Exhale, forward fold, dive down in half, melt over the thighs. Beautiful, you guys, just like that. And same thing here. As much as you can, put a tiny bend in the elbows. Make sure that you're not moving past the point of straight. And then as you spread the collarbones across the chest, it doesn't matter how high your knuckles get up and off of your low back. Some of us will have the knuckles a few inches off of the back. Some of us will have our knuckles all the way up and over the head. And the beautiful thing is that we're all receiving a benefit from the stretch. Take one more deep inhale here. Release the hands down to the floor as you exhale. Rise to the fingertips on an inhale. Pull the chest out. Then float the hands up to the hips on the out breath. Press and rise to standing. Inhale, crown of the head to the sky. Spread the arms out wide, palms facing down. Pivot the left toes forward to face the top of the mat. And with the left leg straight, take an inhale as you reach the left arm forward and you pull the left hip back. Triangle pose in your own time as you get there. Hand could be to the shin, it could be to a block at the outside edge of the foot, and you're just creating space. We're not trying to get anywhere today. This is enough. Let the breath be enough. Take a deep inhale as you reach through the right fingertips, and then exhale, arm circles. Right arm drops right in front of the face. Inhale, right arm back up to the sky, 3 to go. Exhale, big circle, just lubricating one of the most important links in the body. Last 2, exhale. Inhale, lift. Last time, exhale. Pause at the top, take a big inhale as the arm reaches up. Gently look down to soften the neck, rebend the left knee, back through second warrior as you sit down deep. Reverse it on an inhale, just a little bit of momentum, draw it back, and then exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat, step to upper push-up, pause in plank pose, and just a moment here to hold. So same option. You could put the knees down on the mat, you could use the knees for support, but as you pull the chest forward and out, could you maybe work a little bit less? Could you soften the space behind the heart? Yeah, let the heart melt toward the mat just a little bit. Yeah, take a big inhale at the top. Lower all the way down as you exhale to the floor. Beautiful, you guys. Release the tops of the feet to the mat. Run the arms back down by the sides. And then this time, spin the palms flat to the mat so that the palm of the hand roots down into the floor right by the sides of your hips or your legs. Keeping the palms facing down and grounding down into the floor. Use the arms for traction. Really gently lift the heart up. Roll the shoulders back without taking it into the neck. Little tuck of the chin to the chest as you reach through the center of the sternum to the top of the mat. Then exhale, lower everything back down slow all the way to the mat. This time, spin the palms to the sky, and as the palms spin to the sky, take an inhale, lift the heart, lift the fingertips, reach the fingertips back toward the feet, and sense that you have that momentum of dragging the chest forward to the top of the mat. Take a goodbye inhale here. Exhale, lower, slow, all the way back down. The breath leads the way. One last time, inhale, lift the arms, lift the chest, spread the collarbones wide, and this time, start to lift the toes. As you lift the legs up and off of the mat, spread through the toes, and maybe even bring the big toes a little bit closer together. Take a deep inhale at the top, exhale, lower everything back down to the mat. Really gently bring the hands by the low ribs. As you hug the elbows in, very simply just press back to child's pose. Rise to the knees, bring the big toes together, open the knees apart, and let the forehead rest down onto the mat. Arms could be out by the sides, could extend out in front, really personal. Just pouring yourself down and in and acknowledging yourself for taking the time to get on your mat today. And for taking the time to be gentle with yourself. On your next inhale, as the arms reach forward to the top of the mat, rise to all fours, crawl the knees forward, either cross the ankles or sweep the legs around you to come seated all the way down onto your sit bones. Bring the soles of the feet together. Draw the heels close into the body. Reach down, hook the big toes with the first 2 fingers. Take a deep inhale, lift the chest up. And as you exhale, just to your own amount, begin to pitch forward from the crease of the hips. And then as soon as your spine starts to round, maybe it's time to back off. So just going for length through the back. Close the eyes. Beautiful, you guys. Start to slow things down a little bit. Notice that your face is soft. Notice that your breath is still deep. These last couple of moments that are really for you. The opportunity to start putting practice into action. So as things start to slow down and we don't have as much movement to distract us, can we stay connected to the meditation that is the breath? So even though we're not over-efforting into the breath, it's as if the breath becomes just a little bit louder than our thoughts. On the inhale, press and rise all the way back up. Take the hands to the outside edges of the knees. Close the knees together at the center of the mat. Send both legs straight out in front of you. Flex the toes to the face. On the inhale, send the arms to the sky. Deep breath as you rise. And then as you exhale, forward fold and dive. And just see where your hands land today. So folding forward is not about face to shins. It's about a little touch into your hamstrings. And some of us might actually have an experience of stretch simply by sitting upright. And if that's where we are today, then we accept that. Today's practice isn't like yesterday's practice. So long exhales, long spine, and just a moment to drop in and slow down, to step away from all the busyness off this mat outside this space. Little sacred corner of time that's just for you. Beautiful. Take one more big inhale. Open the mouth. Roll all the way back up to seated. As you rise all the way to the top, go ahead and roll all the way down onto the back. And you might scoot gently forward, hug and squeeze the knees into the chest. As you hug and squeeze the knees into the chest, maybe there's a little rock side to side, maybe there's a little sway left to right, just softening into the back. And with the knees coming into the center line, spread the arms out wide away from the center line of the body. Very gently spin the palms down toward the floor, and then just drop the knees to the right, shift the hips and the gaze to the left. Really simple, easy twist. And if it feels okay, if it feels safe for you, close the eyes. Let the eyelids get heavy. Let the belly be really soft. And let the breath gently feed into the lowest lobes of the lungs, just as deep as it can get into the back. On the inhale, coming back through the center. As you exhale, drop the knees to the left, shift the hips, the gaze to the right. And if turning the gaze to the right doesn't feel appropriate for you, you can always just look straight up toward the sky. And that sometimes helps to keep the front of the throat really open, helps to keep the breath fluid. You don't have to look to the side if that somehow congests your breath. So even though this is our closing twist, we still have a breath that supports us. We have a really sweet ujjayi breath. Just meaning that there's a soft sound to it, a whisper that soothes the nervous system as we continue to drop in. On the inhale, come back down the center line. Hug and squeeze the knees into the chest. As you squeeze the knees into the chest, wrap the forearms around the knees. Bring the forehead up to meet the knees. Squeeze the fingers, squeeze the toes. Take one last deep inhale through the nose. And let it all go. Legs extend, arms extend. And as the shoulders gently roll underneath you, the palms spin to the sky. Letting the feet fall away from each other, give the weight of the body over into gravity. Letting the body weigh heavy to the floor, a well-deserved, deep and final rest. And if you had more time to stay here today, you absolutely could. But very gently start to notice a deeper breath coming in if it's time for you to move on. Start to bring a gentle movement into the tips of the fingers and into the toes. Softly hug the knees back into the chest. Very gently roll to the right, curl up to the right side just for a moment, maybe the head cradled by the right elbow. And pressing down into the left hand, rise all the way back up to sit. Just a comfortable seat for you. Bring the palms together to touch at the center of the heart, coming full circle back with the gesture where we began. Again, acknowledging yourself and giving gratitude to yourself for making the time and space to be in practice today. On the inhale, placing the hands to the forehead for clarity of thought, the fingertips to the lips for thoughtfulness of speech, and the hands to the heart for consistency of action, allowing your practice to guide you through everything you're thinking, saying, and doing. Namaste.